NoteBeeZ is a hands-free digital beekeeping diary with voice input, designed for recording hive conditions and supporting decision-making in beekeeping. It requires a mobile phone or a laptop with internet access. We won't talk to you about the importance of record keeping in beekeeping. Monitoring the health, productivity, and behavior of a bee colony is essential for good management. By keeping good records, a beekeeper can detect early signs of problems, such as disease, poor queen performance, or food shortages. Long-term data supports selective breeding, improves honey yields, and becomes a powerful resource for pollinator protection on a larger scale. In practice, however, only a minority of beekeepers keep systematic records. Surveys show that as many as 74% of beekeepers do not record routine inspections, relying solely on memory. This often leads to overlooked details and inconsistent management. Why is this the case? Many beekeepers see record keeping as extra work. Writing with gloves on, or typing on a phone, is almost impossible when handling bees. Is there a solution? Take a moment and watch the following video. NoteBeeZ is a web-based application, which means it does not use your device's resources to process and store data. The application runs in the cloud using Google's infrastructure. You can use it anywhere, on any device, phone, tablet, laptop, or desktop computer. A key feature that sets this one apart from similar beekeeping diaries is the ability to record voice data into Google Sheets via a mobile phone or computer, optionally with a wireless microphone. While the beekeeper's hands are busy with routine hive inspections, you can dictate data about the state of the hive. The application offers statistical analysis with a wide range of graphs. Data can be exported to Excel or similar formats, and downloaded to your local device. By placing the QR codes, which come with the application, on the hives, you can scan them to view and listen to the data from the last inspection. NoteBeeZ is integrated with Google Calendar, allowing you to dictate or manually enter dates for planned activities for each hive and receive reminders for each planned task. NoteBeeZ Beekeeping Diary is easy to use. The user interface consists of 3 buttons. Text input, voice typing, starts input into a Google document. Data is usually dictated using keywords, though typing is also possible. Submit button, submit the entered text, extracts information about hive conditions, and stores it in a Google Sheet. Open Beekeeping Diary button, opens the diary. Each hive has its own worksheet containing tables, charts, and statistics. A worksheet named Notes contains remarks from the last inspection for all hives. Notes for each hive can also be accessed without opening the NoteBeeZ app by simply scanning the QR code on the hive. Therefore, it's useful to include all important observations in the notes to quickly recall hive conditions during the next inspection. If a note includes a keyword calendar along with a date and is synced with Google Calendar, a new event is created in Google Calendar, and you receive timely notifications on your mobile phone.
Let's see how it works. Only you have to do with your hands on the apiary is to open the app with the G icon. In the app's user interface, press the text input, voice typing button to start dictating. Wait a few moments for a new text input document to be created. Open it, then activate the keyboard and turn on the microphone. You can talk whatever. The text-to-speech engine translates it and saves into an open document. Do not worry, it cannot be stored in the diary until you say keyword colony and its number, which means that you started an inspection. After that, the software finds keywords, like honeybees, honeycomb larvae, and so on with attached values, and put it in the diary. For example, you can say, colony 1. Number of frames with honeybees 5. Number of frames with honeycomb larvae 6. Number of frames with food 7. Frames with pollen 1. Score of aggressiveness 3. Score of calmness 3. Tendency of swarming 3. Lime. No. Number on bottom 29. Number of mites 9. Treatment. Oxalic acid. Syrup 0.5. Candy 1. Honey. Extracted 5. Take a note. Inspect again. Calendar 10. 9. 2025. Stop. Data about queen. Green. Country Australia. Producer Jack. Number 58. Year 2025. Colony 5. It is not necessary to dictate all data. You can record only a note. Queen present. No visible signs of disease. Colony active and calm. Recommended check in 10 days. Stop after the keyword stop. Nothing will be stored in a diary's note field.
Sometimes, if you are not talking for a while, your microphone will switch off and you have to switch it on again. You can submit the text to analysis anytime, or after finishing all the hive's inspections. Or, you can go home, check the text for grammar, delete or add some data, and submit it. When you finish dictating for one or more hives and submit the data for processing, after a few moments, depending on the volume of text you submitted, the parameter values are entered into Google Sheets, in our example for Hive 1 and Hive 5. On the worksheet called Charts, we have the option of displaying the parameters of a certain hive in a given time interval. For example, for Hive 1, selecting the parameter marked C, we display the number of frames with bees in the given time interval. For Hive number 2, we select the mark D, which shows the number of frames with brood. By double-clicking on the entered dates, we open the calendar and change the time interval in which the values of the selected parameter are displayed. The worksheet named Hives contains average values and standard deviations, as well as the minimum tendency of swarming, information on feeding and the amount of honey produced, as well as the quality index of each beehive in the selected time interval. This data makes decision-making in the beekeeping process easier. You can sort the data by any parameter in ascending or descending order. For example, sorting by quality index in descending order will put the best hives at the top of the table. The table on the worksheet named Queens is similar to the table on the worksheet named Hives, but now the statistics are calculated based on the queen's lifespan. By sorting, for example, by the quality index, we can see the highest quality queens, which is helpful for queen selection. The quality index combines key performance indicators into a single value, making it easier to identify queens with the highest potential for productivity and colony health. The Notes worksheet contains only the last dictated notes for each hive. By reviewing them, you can recall the last inspection without opening the worksheets for each hive. If you used the keyword calendar in the notes for some hive, for example, calendar 19/12/2024 in the note for Hive 7, after synchronization with Google Calendar, an event is added to the calendar and you receive timely reminder messages when and which hive needs to be inspected again. You can also manually add a date, for example December 20th, 2024, when you need to inspect the hive number 8, and it will be entered in the Google Calendar after synchronization. And finally, when you go to the apiary next time, there is no need to open the beekeeping diary to remember what you did during the last inspection. By simply scanning the QR code located on each hive, you can read or listen to the note text you last dictated for that hive. Are you ready to go? It will take some time to get used to, as with any new technology, but it will pay off many times over. And your bees will be calm and happy. For any additional questions, please contact us via emails. For now, the application works in English and Croatian. If you are interested in using the application in other languages, or in a similar application adapted for a different purpose, or in collaborating on research projects, we warmly invite you to contact us at the same email address.